Okay, I'm gonna start. We're playing Little Nightmares and Ducky.
Not we. Udeng is playing Little Nightmares, and I, Tteokbokki, is folding laundry. Meanwhile, gonna watch Udeng play.
Yeah. And she said, I don't know anything about this game. That's what I said. But she said she's seen it before and it's supposed to be kind of creepy. We'll see.
From what I remember. Might miss some things. As I'm folding the laundry.
Okay. It's okay.
I'm also home alone. Really scared.
The hell? Looks
Looks
creepy.
like me.
I didn't even know this was a scary game until she said it. And I don't like scary games.
Eerie. I wouldn't say scary.
Oh, okay.
It's like eerie. It's just the same thing.
Okay, I think the stream is a little better now. I lowered a lot of stuff. So I have to grab things, I guess. Grab this can.
It's another puzzle type of game, which you suck at. To the viewers.
See, I was hoping to stream by myself with this game, and she joined it, and she just making fun of me. He sucks at this, watch. I'm like, how dare you? Because at first I was like, I'm going to play this game Little Nightmares, because she was playing Minecraft. So I thought we were going to play our separate stuff. And she's like, oh, I want to watch you play. I was like, okay. And then she comes and is like, oh, you suck at this kind of games, you know? And I'm like, wow, we're live.
You do though. You suck at everything. But that's okay.
Oh, I figured out the first part.
Yay! Starting off strong.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really, really interesting looking. I just never watched it enough for me to figure out what the story is behind it, but it's super eerie and mysterious and also disgusting.
I don't know what the hell to expect. Oh!
I want to know what your reaction
That scared me. Oh. I like the graphics and the style so far. I've been
Wait,
playing.
is there like a 1 and 2 version of this, or is there just one game?
There's Little Nightmares 2.
It's just one.
Yeah. I think I see something there. Oh.
Maybe.
The hell is
Not
this?
at you. Just my situation right now. Folding this laundry very angrily.
Hold on, let me turn up your volume.
Aggressively folding laundry right now.
As you should. See, if I hate folding laundry, if someone folded my laundry, I would have been so thankful. Like, oh my god, thank you.
But I'm not doing this because I'm kind-hearted. I'm doing this because it was supposed to be part of the deal.
Yeah.
Like, you make meal prep for me and I'll do your laundry. And
It's a good deal.
I never put my meal prep ever. Not once. Heck, I paid for his ingredients too.
Really?
Yes.
Holy crap, you're doing a lot for him.
I know. Like always. This is always my life story. Why is my life like this? Why are people like this?
Crap, I'm hungry. I should have made food. I always do
You're
this.
always hungry in every stream.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotta prepare better, dude.
It's okay. I'll be okay.
You say in every stream, and it's not that you'll be okay or not. You just gotta plan better, dude. Huh? Did you say something?
No. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, I know what to do.
So cute. Such a cute. I feel like a yellow raincoat is so iconic. Many different eerie things.
Do you remember what I'm supposed to do based on the stream? Like that you've seen before?
No, I don't remember anything. I just remember looks. Like what the bad guys look like, what you look like, what the tools in the world looks like.
What am I supposed to do in this place?
You know, that would be helpful if they gave you like a story so you know like what's next.
Yeah, or like the concept of how to play this game. I literally just went in. I don't know anything right now.
I guess you could just keep exploring and try to interact.
Okay. Do the jump and grab. Ah, there we go. I'm so stupid. Holy crap. Toilet paper? This is really a little kid.
It's a little kid or a shrunk adult. It's definitely a little kid. Look at the way it walks.
Carrying a toilet paper. That is funny.
So cute.
Uh-oh, there's a dead person. Good jump. Oh, I think I bring the chair over there.
Can you hear the apple?
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of platformers these days. I usually don't play platformers, but I've been enjoying it.
This isn't considered a platformer, is it?
Kind of looks like it. It's like side to side. Kind of like inside and stuff.
But this is more than just left and right. You can go back and forth.
Yeah, a little bit more exploration.
The darkness is so frustrating to me. I can't see anything.
I think I'm supposed to go here.
Oh, yep. Oh my god. Okay, wait. I think I can help you in a second.
This stream is terrible so far.
So did you climb like a blanket, like a rope blanket yet?
Mm-mm.
No?
Okay, let me try to go back. Maybe there's something there.
Yeah. Oh, climb the fridge.
Oh my god. And then go up here, I guess.
Yeah. Is my volume okay? Am I not too loud?
You're fine. Oh, great.
What happened?
Something wrapped around me and killed me.
Ew. Oh my god.
Crap, I pressed the wrong button.
You should have dodged that thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump.
Yeah.
Man, they made it seem like I gotta do something with that little gnome.
Dodge that thing, dodge that thing.
Oh. Oh!
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Hey! Oh crap, oh crap.
Can you jump?
I tried, but I was stuck in that thing.
Are those leeches?
It looks like that, yeah.
So gross.
Sheesh. Oh! Ah! 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 Oh!
Oh, so close.
Holy moly. Oh. Oh!
Get that. Oh, you
Man.
should just kept going forward.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that on the next one. Sheesh. If my mic gets weird, let me know.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Ah! Jump! Oh my god, push, maybe. I don't know. Ah! You must push!
Holy crap.
Oh my god. Put it.
Gosh, so dark.
Oh my god. What happened?
I fell off like a ledge. Okay,
Well, I saw that. Like, what? Why?
oh crap.
Oh my god! It makes it start from here?
Ah!
You can do it, you can do it!
Yeah, I got that part now. I'm kind of not used to the controls. Still trying to get used to it. Whoa! Scared me.
Are they like bonus points or something?
I don't know. Like, I
think they
really
are.
don't know anything.
Well, last time you grabbed it, it sounded like a good sound.
Little sunlight.
Sunlight.
Sheesh.
What is this? Hold on, I'm gonna go microwave some rice.
Okay. Sheesh. They never even told me how to sprint. Now I know. Oh, I died. Dude, like, the problem I have with this game is I don't know how to do anything, and they don't tell you how to like sprint and stuff. Now they tell me.
You have stamina where you can't run anymore?
No, like they never told me how to sprint ever until like I had to figure it out, and then finally they're trying to help me hold square to sprint. I'm like, you tell me this now? They have to tell you the buttons earlier. That's what I'm getting annoyed
like
by.
A user's manual.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what was that?
I don't know. Some weird sounds. The hell?
It's a mouse.
Uh-oh.
Judging by its size, it's actually a rat, I think. More toilet paper.
Yeah, there's toilet paper everywhere for some reason.
I love it. That's a solid amount of toilet paper.
So that's look around by using.
Oh,
Oh.
you're like the
I gotta throw this. I'm gonna close this. Run!
Oh my god.
Yes!
Time ticking noise. Making me so much. It was giving me so much anxiety.
Let's go on this thing. There's some creepy ass sounds in this game.
Maybe you're supposed to jump onto the swing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. It's a little hard to control.
Are you able to grab a cube?
Cube? Oh. Oh yeah, I should put it on there.
But you can move the camera around so you can get a better. I think.
The hell is that thing? The ball. That's so creepy. It just rolled over here. Oh. Why does it keep falling down?
Back with some kimchi and rice. Why don't you just try building a block onto the swing? Kimchi smells like.
So...
Can you climb ropes?
Which one?
I was thinking you can somehow get onto the seesaw, the swing. Not the seesaw, the swing. Climb the rope. But I don't know if that's even possible.
Oh. No. Oh, I think I can. Oh no. Oh, I think I have to do something with the ball. Hold on.
I'm sure I had Nori right now.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Oh.
Because I'm gonna get electrocuted.
Maybe you're supposed to like unplug something to stop the electricity.
Yeah, so
Are you sure you can't climb that swing?
I tried like 5 times.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. I'm sure this has to do something with going on that drawer.
Yeah, it does look like it.
Oh my god, dude.
You can't just step onto a block and then walk and then jump from a block.
So I guess I gotta...
Climb inside that hole.
Yeah, so this... I think this goes to the kitchen here.
Oh. Is that where you came from?
Yeah. So... maybe there's something here.
Aren't you supposed to... What's that lever? What did... Turning that off turned off the electricity, right?
Before, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you're supposed to...
I think I'm gonna
like,
just
speed
run
jump.
all the way through, yeah, maybe.
Oh. You can do it! You can do it!
Oh, that's all I had to do.
Yay.
Sheesh. I don't know why I keep making things more complicated. Oh,
Oh my god.
well, I died. What killed me?
The light? I don't know. Oh my god, no, it was an eye. That light was in the shape of an eye,
Oh,
I think.
so I guess I just gotta hide or something.
Yeah.
I'll carry one of these.
Oh my god. Go, go, go! It's too late, too
Oh
late.
crap. This thing was blocking me. I guess there's a wall right here. Oh yeah, it is.
Go, go, go! My god! Go, go, go!
Oh!
I'm so scared.
That thing stopped me. No! Shh. I gotta climb something.
There's a lamp up there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Climb up that to the lamp and then climb the crates.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh! Oh my.
Holy
That is
doo-doo.
creepy.
What the heck is that?
Oh. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. I guess get across.
Oh my god. Holy crap, dude. I was not expecting that.
Climb the webbed
Oh,
part.
yeah. Sheesh.
Oh my god! Why did you jump?
Hold on, let me try to get. Okay. That was so creepy.
The rat. Are you hungry?
I think so.
Gotta find something to eat. Oh no, she's panting.
They never explained anything to me though.
Maybe you need to stop running? I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, you're in a cafeteria, so maybe find something to eat? Is this part of the storyline?
I don't know. Oh.
Is that a trap? Oh my god, Howie! Scare the
Howie.
living doo-doo out of me. She started barking right when she started eating.
Here.
Oh, there's a noose. But it's not used.
Oh.
Is that? What are these crates? Are you supposed to like turn on the lanterns at all or no?
I don't. I don't know. I'm just going through random stuff.
There's a ladder back there. Oh, just redo that.
Oh, it's this.
I feel like this game is like psych on so many times.
This game confuses me like every time. Oh no, that's not what I'm trying to do. Dude, these controls are so annoying.
Yeah. When I first started playing PS4, it was really annoying.
Hey,
It
Jet
brings you
Set
controls
Rocky.
are frustrating.
I mean,
Hello.
Jet Set Rocky. How are you doing? I'm playing this game and I totally suck at it. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. I'm gonna throw my controller, dude. Where are you from, Jet Set Rocky?
Jet Set Rocky?
Mm-hmm.
Why Jet Set? Where
Nice,
did you go?
nice to
Where have
meet
you
ya. Yeah, that is very true. I think that's part of my charm. He said, that's fine. Sucking at games can be good for Twitch. My friend's live with me, and she always announces how sucky I am. Found your... Oh,
What's
which...
a view?
Oh, like, it's like a past video. Which one did you see?
Probably one of the Minecraft ones?
You know what? I'm curious, like, I should start asking, what did you see of our streams?
Yeah. Did you find it? Oh, that one!
What is that one? Yeah.
Dude, what do you think about it?
Yeah, what do you think about what we talked about? Do you agree? Oh, I just realized I turned off the electricity. I need to hurry up.
Oh, there's an elf thing.
Oh, yeah. Come on, little guy. Oh, I can't do anything.
Out of loons who seem to live in a reality. I wanted to see if anyone streamed it who still lives in actual reality.
Isn't it crazy, this world we live in? Everybody is making up this non-existent world in their minds these days. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I'm
what are you
glad you
talking
agree.
about?
So it's not just people in LA, it's like
Oh yeah, where are you
People-
from? I'm very curious.
people on Twitch also believes in or is probably on this side of the video, like the interviewer. Or the people who are being interviewed.
Yeah, be a panda and start eating bamboo. Like, I'm a panda.
We
Okay.
are too.
Same here. Hell yeah.
I think it's hard to come across somebody who agrees with us on that side of like the debate.
Yeah, and you know, like, I don't have a problem of how you want to live your life. That's all on you. Even if maybe, you know, I'm like, I don't know if that's true. But it's like, don't get mad at me, though. Or don't, like, attack me for it. Like, what happened to we welcome all, you know, beliefs and whatever you're into? And once I say, I believe it should be this way, then I start getting attacked and stuff. It's like, what happened to the equality? Like, now you're discriminating against
them.
me for how I think. That's so dumb.
We don't attack them for what they say, so they
Yeah.
shouldn't attack what I say, even if I disagree with them.
Yeah, they act like if you don't agree with them, you're
Yeah.
a piece of crap.
Yep.
It's like, what is this? Like, this is like a communist way of thinking. Like, nah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, relax, man.
They start calling you all these names. Like oh, if you don't agree with this, then you're racist, you're sexist, you're homophobic, you're all these things. Yeah, it makes
Exactly.
it.
I've been saying that, man. They support communism and socialism. Are you out of your damn mind? Like, tell me one example of a country that had communism or socialism and it worked out, you know? And don't give me like a country that used little elements of it, a full-on communist socialist country. None of them.
I had this conversation at my workplace last week. I was talking to two people who were probably in their 40s, 50s, and when I told them that the younger generation believes more into communism, they were like, "Is that really what these students are saying?" I was like, "Yes, American students, American college students, that's what they're saying."
It's crazy. They're saying, "Oh, no to capitalism. Everyone should be equal." Blah blah. And you're enjoying your iPad and your iPhones, going to the market, getting what you want. That is not communism, you idiots.
Yeah, they get to choose what they want to be, what kind of a career they want to have. Like, they have it so good that they don't realize what they have.
And people in actual communist countries want to get the hell out of there. And they can't, they would like do anything to live the life that you live, you know? And you're sitting there like, oh, we have it so hard. There's no freedom. And you're still doing whatever the hell you want. And no one's on your ass. Like, these people are idiots.
They just have it that good.
They're just spoiled idiots that want something to complain about.
I'm an 80s baby for perspective. When I got older, we got the red pill treatment. These younger folks today are gonna get the same treatment. Yeah.
Yeah, and they want to act like these young kids these days. They want to act like they're suffering. Oh, we gotta do this and that. It's like, shut up, dude. So stupid.
Like, of course, America isn't perfect. There's always going to be issues, little issues here and there. But if you look at where we came from or how far we've come from the past, like, they have it so good. So good. And now they're like trying to nitpick everything about down to what we can and cannot say. Like
Yeah.
the whole pronouns. They're the ones trying to control that. And they're saying they have it so hard. It's I don't know. It's so weird. Here's to the engineer system to change it up. That like most people always having that. Yeah. It really is changing. When I was younger versus these days, like the whole political, I think
Damn
the
it.
direction we're going. Oh my god. The direction we're going politically has like changed at least like 2 times. At least for me. I'm like a 90s baby. And it kind of slows. It feels like we're kind of going backwards now. And I think it's dangerous because it seems to me, viewing the younger generations, we're going like far, like super far back. Not just a small step back, but like to the complete opposite direction.
Like, it's
The fact-
so silly. Like, what you got? They're literally like creating problems that aren't problems, and they just so they have something to complain about. And it's like, are you serious, dude?
Yeah. I won't get into detail about what's been affecting my personal life, but in these last 2 years, oh my gosh, my life had been so heavily impacted because of the political shift. And it's like, I was not worried about these things when I heard about it on the internet. Like, they're like, oh, they're about to do this, they're about to do that, pass this law or take away that law. And I was like, that's not going to happen because, like, that's just against my rights. They just can't do that. And then it happens. And then I'm here, like, is this really happening? And it really is, and it's been getting worse and worse.
And it's sad because they're really pushing these stupid ideas that make no sense. And then it's becoming so normal that if you're not with it, it's like you just become like this crazy bigoted asshole. And I know there's a lot of people who don't believe it, but
Oh my gosh.
I know there's people who don't believe it, but they pretend like they do, just so that they don't get ridiculed or canceled. They're deciding for, maybe they have friends who are super liberal and progressive, and they're like, yeah, exactly. But in their mind, they're like, this is stupid, but I don't want to be outed because it's not a cool thing to do right now, you know? So dumb.
I had to move states because that's what I had to do in order to live my life with my rights as an American citizen. And when people would ask me why I moved, I can't even give them a solid explanation because I know that if I explain myself, they're going to view me like I'm some crazy conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's really not. And I don't know why it's so hard for them to see it, but it just shows just how brainwashed people are from social media.
Yeah, people are doing that so much. And it's shocking to me that in all these universities across this country, they're pushing this damn agenda. Professors are doing it. All these students at almost every campus is doing it. And it's like they're pushing it in every way they can, and they're feeding little kids in elementary schools and confusing the crap out of them too. Like, oh, what do you think you are? I'm a boy. And the teacher's like, are you sure? And it's like, you're teaching this to the kids now. Like, what the hell, man? It's getting crazy, and I hate it, man. It's so not cool. It's like you're forcing this crap. Stop that.
The amount of conversations and debates I've had with coworkers and friends, and when you really try and deep dive into the conversation,
No.
Just because even if we have different opinions, I love to listen to why they feel this way, and I want an explanation. But the conversation never gets far because they actually don't know what they're talking about. They see this on the internet, and then that's what they believe, and this is what they say. They say this is right, and when I deep dive, question them because not to prove anything, but I question them because I'm genuinely curious. Like, why do you feel this way? I want to know what your explanation is. They don't have one. They don't have one, and it gets really frustrating because I'm like, okay, so now you're disagreeing with me, but you can't back your argument.
And they're all so hypocritical.
Like, what am I left with? Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh. Yes, that's the exact same reaction I got out of every single conversation. It was really frustrating. I just stopped talking to people after that. I don't explain myself to anybody anymore, and I don't talk politics anymore. There's not even, some things aren't even actual, I guess everything comes down to politics really, and I'm not even a person who's really deep into politics, but if you look at the things that's been happening in the last few years, I feel like everyone has to be in it because it's affecting our lives so much.
I want to say something to the because the guy Jet Set is saying how talk about the documentary. Matt, we need to watch the documentary, by the way, the whole documentary. Let's watch it sometime. But
Yeah.
he just asked them a simple question: what is a woman? They're like, what do you mean by that? It's just like, what are you? And then I saw parts of it, and there was a part he was asking this dude. He's a professor for women studies, gender studies or something, or I forgot, women studies. And he's like, so like, what is a woman? It's like, well, why do you want to ask that? It's like, you're teaching women studies. What do you think a woman is? I mean, anybody that identifies as a woman. What is a woman? What are they trying to identify as? It's like they just want to be a woman, but what is a woman? And he starts freaking out like, you know what, I don't like this. And just like, dude, it's insane. Like, everyone's scared to say what is a woman now. It's like, I can't believe we're living in this time. It makes no sense. It's like a comedy show right now that's stupid as hell. I don't know. It pisses me off. Like, if you're gonna use the word woman, then be able to freaking identify what it is. Why even use the
Sorry,
word, you idiot?
to step out for a moment because my roommate came home
Oh,
with.
okay. Came on with what?
Oh.
Food?
I'm back.
Okay.
Thank you for the fries.
Okay. Where are we in the conversation?
Yeah, we're just talking about how hard it was for people to define what a woman is. And they keep using the word woman, saying woman this, woman that. I support woman. What is a woman?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. When people have an argument, they cannot back themselves up. This is something I noticed that is like a pattern. Every single person I would ever talk to who I disagree with, I don't like yell at them or anything. I'm genuinely curious and interested in having like a swap of information. Why do you feel this way? I want to understand you. But they could never back themselves up and they can't explain anything. And when I keep questioning them because I'm trying to understand why, they can't and they get mad at me. Like I didn't do anything. So and there's some things that they just don't want to talk about when in truth they just can't talk about it because they don't know what they're talking about themselves. How can you talk about something you don't know?
Yeah, and they just label you as you're transphobic, you're homophobic, whatever phobic. And it's
Yeah,
like,
I've been called so many things. Oh wait, I can't hear you anymore.
oh, you can't hear me?
Oh, now I can.
Okay.
Doesn't know what they're talking about, and then you find out having an actual conversation is transphobic. Gosh,
Yeah,
they throw around these words. Oh, I kind of saw this coming because like a few years back, I think when Trump was, yeah, the timing is interesting, but I think when Trump was in office, it was around that time where people were throwing the words around like he's Hitler and stuff. I think that was if we're gonna be all, what is it called, justice warrior. I thought it was like pretty insane that it was okay to be throwing those words around, saying like, "Oh, he's Hitler. This is like Hitler. It's like same thing as Hitler. Like all the Holocaust is happening." People were saying all those things, when it wasn't. Like none of your friends are being murdered. Like nobody's in camps for no reason, having our hair shaved off. Getting numbers tattooed on you, and it was nothing like that. Nothing. Everybody was waking up in their comfortable beds, eating breakfast, going to school, studying what they want to study, and then playing with their friends. Most of the people didn't even know why they hated Trump. Yeah, I mean, it was popular to hate him. That's why.
you know what? I was totally on that side before. I was super like, oh, I hate Trump and all the racist this, America's this way. I can't believe it. Oh crap. And then my ex is super political. She's super left, and she kind of over the years made me think that way. Like, oh, the minorities, they're all out to get us and all this stuff, and it's not equal and blah blah blah. She like brainwashed me, and then after a while, and then Trump was in office, like I start to see how crazy the left was, especially the far left, and I was just like, wait a minute, I got brainwashed and my ex doesn't know what she's talking about.
A lot of the things in the videos that you see on social media, the things that he says is so totally taken out of context. It's like chopped up to create a whole different meaning to something he didn't even say. And I remember during that time when Trump was becoming like running for presidency, and then he was elected, and then the first year it was insane. America was just like losing their minds. I was not educated in politics at all. That was around the time of my life where I didn't have a job. I was running a hobby business at home and I never left home. And all I saw was social media things. And it was crazy. And my life was just still running as normal. But the internet was making it seem like it was the end of the world. I feel like I got to see it from an outside perspective. Because I wasn't meeting friends, I wasn't around people, I was just at home by myself with my cat running this hobby, and everyone was acting like the world was ending, and it really wasn't. It really wasn't. And then the first year he was in office, these videos are popping up of him saying all these crazy things, and I would do my own research, and most of those things were taken out of context. I do have to agree that by the time he left office, like by the time at the end of his presidency, there were some things he could have done better in terms of especially his speech. Like the way he talks it can be misunderstood or mistaken for someone who maybe is already trying to look for things to attack him for. But in general, when I had to do my own research and look and listen to what he's doing, saying, and doing, it wasn't anything people were making it to be. And everyone especially people in the LGBTQ community, when they were starting to support Biden, now I just want to make it clear, I don't like Biden. But I was but before Biden, I was very politically ignorant, just because it wasn't until like COVID where I had to really educate myself to get involved because my life was being affected. But geez, when everyone was supporting Biden, I didn't understand. I couldn't understand how everyone loved this man, because everything they were accusing Trump of was exactly what this man was doing. Like, if the LGBTQ community was like calling Trump homophobic, you listen to the stuff Biden was saying, it's so much worse. And this man, the things that was coming out of his mouth, just look at the videos from the past. He literally said if the black children were to go to the same school as white children, it'll turn into a jungle. So he believes that they should be going to separate schools. Oh, and that slip up when he said that smart kids, what is it? Did he call them like white kids? White kids? I can't. I'm like totally butchering this right now, but when he was talking about children, he slipped up where he was saying that only white kids were the smart kids.
Yeah, he said so much dumb stuff.
Like that. Like the amount of crazy things he said, and it was not taken out of context, mind you. It was not taken out of context. It was insane, the things he would say. And
you know what's hilarious? Like, all the black people, they're like trying to support Biden and saying Trump is racist. They never talk about the damn crime bill that he helped put together. Are you guys crazy? Gosh. That was the single one thing that was really destroying the black community in America. And they never talk about it.
They don't talk about it, and they don't want to hear it. It's not that they don't talk about it because they don't know. They don't want to hear it, and they will get angry if you bring it up, which is insane. Like, why don't you want this information? Like, why are you only believing what you want to believe and then just like put blinders on for everything else? Like, it's so important to stay neutral and decide with open eyes.
Biden's son. He is crazy.
Is Hunter his son? The one that was like, what was it? He had all these stuff on his computer. Like, I don't look like it because my mix, but I didn't find a damn thing racist about what Trump said. Biden's record, on the other hand. Yeah, that's what I got out of my personal research. But I mean, everybody else disagrees. To me, there's so much that Biden said that was very questionable, but whatever. It's not popular on social media, so I guess
Yeah.
that's not the truth, right?
Like when black people talk about things involved with them, compared to Trump, comparing Trump and Biden, dude, Biden is like, I'm trying to think of a terrible word to describe him. He literally helped destroy, them, or like decades. Like what the hell?
Oh, it must have been even harder for you than being a black person in America, like a black American, say not
Kamala
hating Trump. Oh
too.
my gosh,
Kamala
I can
Harris.
only I can only imagine what kind of slurs you've heard if you've ever revealed that information.
Yeah, my ex is black, and when Trump won, she was so furious, and she even posted publicly on Facebook. She's like, "If anybody supports Trump, let me know so I could block you immediately." Like she was, and anytime she saw some kind of post hinting that somebody that she knew was kind of for Trump, she just automatically blocked them. And I'm just like, holy crap, she hated Trump so much. And she's like super on that side,
I was called racist because of that too. I was called racist because I didn't hate Biden. I'm not even paying attention to your gaming, but every time I do, you just keep dying.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Worst thing I experienced from a white person was when I was a kid. It was a little white girl in Mississippi. I was playing with some other kids. She turned to me something when we're alone, and she said to me, "It's alright, I already know you're not white." What? Oh my gosh. How did you feel when you were 12?
It must have been kind of like confusing when you're really young too. Like,
I
huh?
just want to know what this girl's parents are telling her. Because kids don't know.
Yeah.
Kids won't know these things unless you heard someone talk about these things.
I hope I don't fall.
It's alright, I already know you're not white. Yeah, what is that supposed to mean?
I think she just reminding him that he's different than them. Kind of like making a divide.
But she said it's alright. Like it's wrong. Like it's something wrong. What is it? I'm sure she was young, so I hope she's educated herself now, but oh my gosh. Like I just can't stop thinking about her parents and what she's hearing at home. Like she would not have gotten anything like this. This is so condescending. It's alright. Gosh. I grew up in Hawaii, where there's a lot of Asians. I'm Asian, by the way. There's so much diversity there. So when I would hear about like racism and all these things, to me it all sounded kind of like some things of the past where racism isn't a thing anymore, just because I never exactly went through what I would read about racism. It just sounded so unreal to me growing up, because in Hawaii, everyone is everything. Like you're a mix of everything. I mean, there's mostly Asians, Pacific Islanders, but there's also a lot of white people and some black people. And when I first came to Hawaii as a child, I knew like white people and black people and some Pacific Islanders looked different from me, but my parents are not racist, and they never really gave me a talk about race, so I didn't even know like exactly what races was. I just knew some of us look a little different. And I spoke a different language when I first went to Hawaii, but it didn't mean anything to me. All I knew was that all of us looked different, and that was it. And nobody was mean to me, and nobody were mean to each other for looking different, because everybody looks different because there's so much diversity. But then when I hear stories about people experiencing racism, it still blows my mind that it's still a thing. Like, it's 2022. Or back then, it was what, 2004, 2005, when I would learn this in history classes, and it just sounded so fictional because I just couldn't imagine this happening.
Man, I don't know what to do right now. Hold on. Yeah, I grew up in LA, so I was around all kinds of races. And when you're young, you don't really think about like race or anything until like you start seeing stuff happen and you're being reminded. But like, I didn't like see anything crazy like racist. And people,
I experienced some things when I got older. Like, when I was 18, I was working in Waikiki, and some of like these white boys seemed like they're in their mid-20s. They were clearly tourists, and they were like speaking to me in Japanese, like a konnichiwa. First of all, I'm not Japanese, but they're like, "Oh, do you need help?" Another one was in Ala Moana. I was walking around, and these white boys, again in their mid-20s, clearly tourists, would pull their eyes and be like, ching chong to me and my other Asian friend. And I only experienced that once I was like 18. And that was like my first somewhat racist experience I've experienced. But I can't even, is that racism? Like, I think there's a big, well, that is obviously racism.
yeah,
But
I've had that a lot.
there's a big difference between racism and ignorance. Like, when I first flew to LA, coming from Hawaii, a very diverse place, I was the only Asian in the entire 3-mile radius, and it was mostly white people. And when I was what's it called? Like, when you're working for someone without getting paid, but more for the experience. Interning. When I was interning at this clothing store, everybody there was white except for me. And then they got me a job, like an official job, not interning, with the clothing brand. And I was supposed to meet up with this brand owner to get the job officially, and they were gonna come. And the owner of the shop, the lady who I was interning for, was like, "Oh, make sure you have a green card." And she knows that I grew up in Hawaii, and she knows that I came from Hawaii. And she told me to make sure I have like a working visa or a green card. I didn't know how to react to that. I was not offended because I don't think that's racism. I thought that was just more of ignorance. Anyways, I thought I was white, and my mom like went up like 5, and that was all I heard me, but that actually confused me for a while. They're typing, which isn't much better. It's one thing and the other probably better. Yeah. I agree with that.
You know, like,
Yeah.
for me, my ex, right? She's black, and she's like, she always, I don't know, she always kept talking about like, my people have a problem, you know, Asians, or, you know, I'm Korean, or Koreans. Oh, you guys are so racist and anti-black. This. And I always have to tell her, like, there's racist people in every damn group, you know? And she tells me her experience, like, oh, you know, there was a time I walked in the store and the Asian person is like following me. That's so racist. And I'm like, you know what I went through? My dad got shot at while he was driving. We got mugged by black people. whenever we went somewhere, they would say "ching chong" and yell at my family, and they broke into our house. Like I had so many situations, and I still never say black people are racist. I never say that. I never talk bad about them because I look at those people that did that as individuals who are problematic. I don't, yeah,
Racist people
I don't
who have
generalize.
to-
Yeah. And I'm like, and you're
because they're
complaining.
going to be-
Yeah. And I'm like, so
because
you're complaining about being followed around in a store after, compared to what I went through, and you're still complaining. Like, that's crazy.
yeah, like there's individual racist people who are going to be black, who are going to be Asian, who are going to be white. Like racism isn't a culture of a race, you know? Racism is a mentality that can affect any person of any race. And just because she experienced like some Asians being racist doesn't make the whole all of Asia, all many different types of Asians to be racist.
Yeah. And
Because I've experienced racism from those some white people, and some black people. And once I came into the mainland, and I still don't believe like, oh, all white people are racist or all black people are racist. That I know some of my own
So
people, like
dumb.
my own race, who are racist. I'm not racist though, but we're of the same race. Like it doesn't make any sense.
yeah, like if this racist Asian person actually was born as a Mexican instead, he would be the same damn racist person if he was a racist whatever. It doesn't matter, dude. And
Yeah.
and I remember talking to my ex about that, like the stuff I went through with black people, and then I said, yeah, but they were black, but I don't. And then she's like, okay, but those black people, and then she's excusing them, like they would have done that anyway to another black person. Like they're just idiots. And I'm like, see, but why don't you do that with the Asian people? Why don't you apply the same logic? Instead of, oh, Asians are okay, but those black people, it's okay because they're already bad. Those specific people, they have problems. But these Asian people, no, do the same crap you're doing with my people to your people. Stop doing these double standard stuff, you know? It's crazy. People are so hypocritical, dude.
Oh my gosh, hypocrites! I can't even.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, that was driving me insane last year. I could not hold a single like a decent conversation with anybody because everybody were hypocrites. They only believed what they wanted to believe. Oh my gosh, it was so crazy.
And man, BLM, the
Oh,
the,
that's such an interesting story with
the
them.
top people buying those mansions. Are you crazy? Oh my god, man. Ugh, this country.
When after the whole BLM thing was going on social media for like a whole month, and then immediately right after BLM, on at least on my Instagram, a lot of like Stop Asian Hate was going on. That was blowing up, and some like a friend's parents were harassed because they were like elderly Asian, and they would be attacked, and there would be so many of these stories just blowing up right after BLM. And that's when the BLM started posting how this whole Stop Asian Hate is actually racist towards black people because they were showing black perpetrators, and it's making black people look bad because when people see a black perpetrator hurting an Asian elderly, it makes black people look bad. Like I don't know how else to explain it. And so we should stop doing that. We should stop showing the perpetrators and only show the white ones, because if we show the black ones, the black perpetrators, it's racist.
Because it doesn't fit their damn narrative. That's what it is. It's so stupid,
And
man.
that actually was really that one got on my nerves. That one
Dude,
did.
I have something to say about that
This
too.
was not about you. Like this is not about black people. This is about racism. Not specifically even to. I mean, it was called Stop Asian Hate because it was such a common thing for especially Asian elderlies to be attacked, just Asian people to be harassed on the streets. Yes, it was more focused on Asian people, but the main thing is just racism. I'm sure other races go through this when it comes to discrimination and harassment, and instead of bringing together other victims of racism to be like, oh yeah, I may not be Asian, but I went through this too. Like, more power to you. Like, we should support each other and be there for each other. And we should stop this together. They were like, you got to stop this because it's making my people look bad. Like, how is this about you? This wasn't about shaming black people. This wasn't about black people at all, or white people, or anybody, any of these perpetrators' race. This was about the perpetrator and their racist mentality. And gosh, that was just blowing my mind.
Dude, you know.
And I got blasted on this BLM lady's social media. She reposted my comment on her story.
Wow.
And she had millions of followers. So they all just like swarmed to my DMs and started messaging me all these things like, oh my god, I feel so sorry for you. Or like they're like calling me all these slurs like, okay, Jane, whatever, Jane. I don't even know what Jane means. Sure, it's some sort of racist slur. But like, it's literally right there. There's two, yeah. I was talking to my roommate, sorry. But gosh, that was so insane. Like, I thought BLM was against racism, yet they were being racist. I don't even. And on her page, on her Instagram page, it was like, yes, please donate to me because she's black.
Karen.
And people, oh my gosh, people who are like attacking me in my DMs were like, yeah, you should donate to her. Why would I spend my hard-earned money? Mind you, I was jobless because it was around COVID where I work in restaurants and restaurants were closed. So I was living off of my savings. I had to give up my own apartment to live with a friend. And like, why would I give up my hard-earned money for this person just because her race is black? Why should I feel, quote, I should feel sorry for her because she's black? Like, now you're making being black a pitiful thing? Like, I think that's even more racist.
The victim mentality.
Like, she can take care of herself. Just because she's black doesn't make her like I don't know, pitiful. She's as capable as I am. I didn't understand.
Oh, dude, I want to say something because you know how there was all those attacks against Asians? So,
Yeah.
you know, BLM was happening, everyone's going crazy. And then my ex, you know, she's like really mad about, you know, injustice against blacks, you know. And, you know, she was totally with the BLM thing. And then all of a sudden, when the violence against Asians happened, and a lot of them happened to be black. And I'm not going to look at it as a racist. I mean, of course, those specific people are being racist. But what I wanted to bring up was like, you know, especially with my ex, because she was so always saying how racist Asians are, blah, blah, blah. But you don't see them attacking and doing that stuff to black people. But now you're seeing them do that to Asians. It's already been happening before, but it just got crazier. And then, you know what my ex said? She was giving excuses again. She just like, you know, I think these people, those black people you see that are attacking Asians, I think they're plants. Like someone put them there. This is all set up. And I'm like, man, you're excusing these actions again. Like, why do you keep doing this?
Just because they're black.
Yeah. Like, she doesn't want to say anything bad about them, you know? She doesn't want to make them look bad. Like, oh, this is my people. There has to be a reason why. She's trying to justify it. It's crazy that, man.
I don't believe racism should be fought by groups of races. Like, racism is a problem of everybody. Every single race will go through racism. Even white people will go through racism. Black people will go through racism. Asians, everything. Left, right, top, bottom, everybody will go through it. And if someone's gonna make a group to fight racism, it shouldn't be exclusive to a race. I mean, each race is experience of racism is going to be different. So of course, as a group, I guess you guys will share more similar stories of how they experienced it, but it's still the same. It comes down to the same problem. It's individual racist people. And when one race is being shamed for trying to fight racism because they can't relate to it, or it has to do with their own race being the perpetrator, and they're like, no, you can't do that. Like, that whole fighting racism with racism, it doesn't make any sense. And that's what was happening last year. Gosh, 2020 and 2021 was an insane 2 years for me. So much stuff was happening politically, in my life personally, and just social media was going crazy, and I could not get through to anybody. Couldn't hold a conversation because nobody could explain themselves, and they didn't want to because they couldn't. But because they couldn't, they would get mad at me, and oh, it was so crazy. It was so crazy.
You know what's crazy too? Like, hold on. Crap. So, with my ex too, not just my ex, I've had this conversation with other black people too. Like, they talk about like, because I'm Korean, they don't know anything about my people, right? They're like, oh, but you guys didn't even go through anything. I was like, wait, what do you mean? And I have to tell them certain stories and like Korea.
You said you didn't go through anything?
Yeah, my people didn't go through anything, so it's like I don't really have a say. And I'm like, dude, we Koreans, they've had to fight for their people forever. It's just nonstop wars and getting killed. Now we have a little chicken nugget country now. That's how much we were able to hold on to, And it's like, war after war, and then we had so many wars, nonstop wars. It's a war-torn country. And the last war we had to fight ourselves, and it got split into North and South, And then I have to just explain to them, even for centuries, we've been invaded. Everyone's been trying to like take over our people, all the time.
Don't even get me started on Japan's invasion and how cruel. You can even compare that to the Holocaust.
Yeah. Also, China. A lot of people don't know this, but China occupied and colonized Korea for like 200 or 300 years too, a long time ago. And, like, people don't talk about it, and
just because they don't know, they think we went through nothing.
Yeah,
just because they don't know.
And then you know what she would say? She would be like, "Oh, but like, you need to know what what black people went through." And I was like, "Okay, I know that, but can I also no." And I'm like, it's like they want everyone to know about their history, but they don't care about anybody else's stuff. It's like we went through the most, so ours is what everybody has to like learn about, And I'm just like, that's crazy, man. It's like we went through more, so you have to learn about our history. We don't care about yours. It's just like, that is crazy to me.
Yeah. Like, I have no words to say. I was trying to have an interesting debate about prom, and with a coworker of mine last year, and geez, he was getting so angry for no reason, and I remained calm because I don't have no reason to be angry. Like, this is a conversation. We're swapping information, and if we disagree on something, let's like educate me. But they couldn't. They just get so mad. Like, the amount of ignorance and what's the word? Hypocrisy. It's like such common sense to me that I don't understand how everyone is having this, like, what is this called? Mob mentality, where everyone's on the same boat, and anything outside of it is just whatever they want to name it. Like all these labels. Oh my gosh. Stress careers haven't been through anything. You don't even have to research. Yeah. Entitlement. Yeah. Yeah. That borders on narcissism. I just think maybe the newer generation they have it so good that they're just trying to find problems to solve. Like, I think, this is why I always say we can never have good things, because when we do, this happens. Like, they don't know what they have. Oh my god, how long was that monster there? I didn't even realize that thing has short legs. I think it would have been scarier if they didn't give that monster legs, and it was just like walking on it with its arms. That would have been scarier. One of the things I hate. Yeah, entitlement. The mob mentality, though. Like, it's actually crazy that it's happening before my eyes. Every single person I talk to, it's like I'm talking to the same person.
You know what's crazy? I see so many of these people, right? Like protesting and like at these universities and arguing about all this stuff, and and you have people asking them legit questions, right? And then they just want to yell and protest, oh, blah blah, whatever they're trying to say, oh, this, that, and then when they ask questions, tell me about why, blah 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 blah, and they never have any explanation. They don't know how to explain why they're fighting for something. And they just look like idiots. It's just all anger, blah 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 blah. It's like misdirected anger, you know.
There's so many videos on YouTube where this guy will, just many different guys who do this or people who do this. Well, they'll go to up to the streets, a random street, or to a college school, and with a mic and interview people who are passing by, and be like. They'll tell them a fact, and if they don't agree, then explain yourself. And every single time, the other person is always like angry. They start getting so angry. Oh my gosh, like the amount of videos that I've seen, and in every single topic, they can't back themselves. I think the most recent one that I saw with Odeng was the one, I think you showed it to me, Odeng, where they're like, do you believe in, how do you feel about Roe v. Wade?
Oh yeah.
They're like, my choice. How do you feel about the vaccine? And it's just silence. That was a pretty funny video.
My body, my choice. Like, yeah, I support abortion, my body, my choice. How about the vaccine mandate? They're forcing you to put this in your body. Is that my body, my choice too? They're like, oh, they just go quiet.
Yeah. I actually saw Roe v. Wade happening. I saw it happening because when the whole vaccine mandate, when they mandated it, I was like, is this even legal? But, and nobody, like, is this even legally? Like, I don't know, but nobody was arguing. Nobody had a problem with it. Nobody had an opinion about it. They were all just like, that's fine. Like, that's not a problem, is it? If anything, everyone was for it. And I was like, they literally took away your right to choice. And nobody had a problem with it. Nobody. And when I tried to tell them why I had a problem with it, they didn't understand me, and they were like, oh, I had this lady come talk to me. You don't believe in those conspiracies about the governments, do you? Like, so, I mean, I don't, but so what if I do? What if I was a conspiracy theorist? Why does my reason matter? If I don't want it, I don't want it. If somebody doesn't need it, then they don't need it. Like, if I want it, then I'll get it. And if I need it, I got it. Like, it's an individual choice. It doesn't matter what your reason is, if you need it, if you want it, if you don't want it. Like, it's an individual choice. And nobody understood my argument there. And so I had to just stop trying to talk about it with my frustrations with anybody because nobody got it. And it was a very lonely moment for me because it's like I was crazy. I felt like I was crazy for believing this way, for fighting for people's right to choice.
That's a very good point.
And then Roe v. Wade happens.
Yeah, they're talking about abortion, women's rights, and all this stuff, and they can't even say what a woman is. It's so stupid, man. Like, what the hell? It's just my brain cells. It's like, dude.
The world has been so funny. Like, I feel like the world is pulling a prank on me these last 3 years. It's like nothing makes sense. Nobody makes any sense. It's been hilarious.
I'm here for women's rights. Women's rights. Well, what is a woman? What rights for who?
And then what did the girl say? She's like, if you're not here for women, then leave. And she's like, but what is that? It was so funny because nobody bothered to stop and explain to him what it was. That was so hilarious. Funny to me. Not a single person.
Something, women. What is that?
What is that? It was so funny. Oh my gosh. remember when I was younger, I read a quote on the internet. Like this was like 10 years ago, and it had like an image to it too, where if you live in a crazy world and you're not the crazy one, technically you are the crazy one. And I didn't really understand that reading it as like a little teenager, but that is so relevant. That has been so relevant to my life in the past few years. I feel like I am the crazy one. Nobody understands what I'm saying. Everyone looks at me like I'm crazy. And I felt so alone. I feel like Odeng is the only other person who, luckily, in time, was able to change his mind about things, to understand where I'm coming from, and was like genuinely understood my frustrations. Because I had friends who would say like, "Oh yeah, I get what you're saying though," but they don't, because they'll still try to make me do things that is completely against what I just said, like my own rights. Or even the whole BLM, the whole argument of racism. Like, people will be like, yeah, I kind of get what you're saying, but they don't. At the core, you know that they don't. And I think Oding is the only other person I can have a full conversation with who truly understands what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're kind of on the same page with that stuff, pretty much, and it's kind of hard to come by these days. That's the crazy part. Everyone is so they bought into this dumb thing, you know? It's like it's not even real. It's like this fake imaginary like world and laws you're making up now. And I know a lot of people are in denial about it. It's just so dumb, dude. Oh, there isn't really a difference between a man and a woman. It's only the genitals. We're exactly the same. It's like, are you sure? It's a social construct. It's crazy, dude.
Sometimes I wonder are they lying, or do they? I mean, for sure, but I feel like they lied to themselves so hard that they believe in their own lie and it becomes their truth. Like they fool themselves. The amount of people I've seen.
I think I think it's kind of like how trends are. It's the thing. So they just try to buy into it and like force themselves to act like this really is the truth, you know? That's what I think it is.
Because I guess when you're proven wrong, when you're wrong for whatever any reason in any situation, it's a hard thing. It's a hard pill to swallow. And so when facts are painful because it's just not what they thought was true, that uncomfortable truth is just too much, that they would rather just completely block it out as a whole and only believe what they want to believe, because the uncomfortable truth is just too uncomfortable, they can't bear it.
Oh yeah, okay, so Rocky, I don't know what to call you, Jet Set or Rocky. I'm gonna say just Rocky. So Rocky, he's saying he was looking up like Twitch streams and stuff to talk about these kind of things, which is very interesting because before we start, okay, me and Ducky, we talked about, okay, Rocky, before we started streaming, like we weren't even sure if we wanted to do this stuff, you know, and then we finally did it, and we had this discussion. I was talking to Ducky and I was like, man, like what if we have conversations and I have like certain views? Like I'm a little worried because of this environment now. It's so different to just say how I feel about this stuff, you know? And she just like, just say it. Who cares? Like you have to just be honest and just say. And then like one of the first ones that we really wanted to talk about is the woman thing, you know? And then I was just like, let's do this thing because this is such a big issue these days and I have so much to say about it. And she's like, me too. Like we're so ready. And we might do another one, you know, really talking about it again. And we're going to watch the full documentary together and then really say our thoughts and what we saw. And it's very interesting that we did that. And you're actually looking for people talking about that on Twitch. I didn't know it was a thing on Twitch that people talk about. We're pretty new to streaming, you know? So I'm kind of glad like you bumped into us and we're talking about this.
Sure. Yeah, I wanted to talk about Odeng and my perspective, I guess. Is it a perspective? Our beliefs or our opinions on a lot of things, not just about the whole what is a woman, but a lot of other things.
Yeah.
Especially the racism ones. But it's such a controversial topic, especially because we're coming from the opposite side of what's popular, and that's what made me want to do this even more, because the more we push this or talk about it, just talk about everything we believe in and why, and it pisses off uh, the majority of the people. I'm like, good for us, because that's just gonna scare off everyone who we don't want to talk to anyway, who's gonna do nothing good for us anyway, and it's only gonna attract the people who are like-minded and who do understand where we're coming from or why we feel this way, or who do feel this way. And it'll only attract the people that we can hold conversation with anyway, so might as well just say what we think.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna buy into this bull crap and be like, yeah, and then just just get sucked into it and just go with it. You know, it's like, no, dude, this is not right. This is not making sense. Like, what the hell are you talking about? You know, like, I'm not that type of person that's gonna cower to this. Because here's the problem: a lot of people these days, they bought into this agenda, and their friends are into it, and they're talking about it, and they feel like they have to conform and then just accept it and try to support it, even if they don't really. I don't care. It's not the truth. And I'm not gonna lie and pretend it is.
People are so cowardly these days. But have they always been like this? I don't know. I knew that if we talk about a little bit too much about especially BLM, but if we talk about all these things that is not popular right now, we are going to be canceled before we even start. And to me, that's what better way to start than being canceled before you start? Because the people who are going to be canceling us or our beliefs is the people we can't even talk to anyway. They're not going to listen to anything. These are the people you can't even hold conversations with. So it's like a filter. You just block them up before they even get in, you know? So I thought this was a great start. Just say whatever we believe in, because I know that I'm not racist. I know that Oding's not racist. I know that I know what I'm talking about, and I know Oding knows what he's talking about. So if people are going to cancel the truth, then good for us. We don't have to deal with them later on.
Yeah, and another topic that we talked about before was cultural appropriation. Shut the hell up, you idiots. Oh my god, man. Ugh. It's just everything is racist. Everything is racist now. It's shut up. You know what real racism is? That's not it. Holy crap. Ugh.
Yeah. It's such a scary thing, because I just said what I believed in, because I was so sure of my beliefs that I could just because I can explain myself. I can back myself up. So I wasn't scared of saying things. But that's when I realized, when I would say things that people don't agree with and I can back myself up, it doesn't even matter, because even though I'm making so much sense, all they're hearing is whatever they think it is. I don't know, let's just say racist. If I'm explaining myself and I'm making so much sense, they just block it out, swatting truths away, like playing ping pong, you know, swatting flies away. There was no point in even explaining myself anymore.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna stand by, you're not a this, so you don't have a say. It's shut up, dude. We're all human. I'm gonna say what I want. I have my opinions too. Stop shutting me down. It's so dumb.
People can call me whatever they want to call me. They can call me homophobic. They can call me racist. They can believe that if they want to. But I just know that I'm not. And to me, that's all that matters. I've had enough people look at me like I'm crazy. And to me, I know that I'm not. It's mind-boggling that I live, this is my life now. You become a full-fledged adult, you have to get into politics whether you want to or not, because I didn't and I had no interest in it, but here I am. and you look at people and they're so brainwashed. And being brainwashed, of course, something I learned in school, like middle school, it sounds so scary, and it sounds like something that would only happen in like movies. Brainwashing is something that only happens in like stories. But I'm living that now, where literally everybody's brainwashed. My whole coworkers, my friends, my best friends, everyone's brainwashed. And you know, that does make me worry. Like, what if I'm brainwashed too? Like, what aspects of me is brainwashed that I just didn't catch on to yet? And I always check myself, make sure that I try not to be. And I try to be open to all information and all sources and make my own judgment if I believe something is right or wrong, something is the truth. I try my best to make my own personal decisions without the influence of social media and the pressure of society. But gosh, when I see that how many people are brainwashed, it's so scary. Yeah, it is really difficult being unbiased. I think I learned that luckily at a younger age. I remember I was in middle school and I read this horrible story about this girl who unalived, as they say, unalived herself due to bullying. And I read this whole story and I told my mom, like, this is such a horrible thing. Like, how could they do this to her? Like, they were so mean to her that she did that. She took her own life. And my mom was like, she wasn't sharing what I was feeling, because the whole room was like, oh no, this is so sad. Like, how could they? And when I said this to my mom felt differently. She felt, I mean, of course, her taking her own life is a tragic thing to happen, but the things that this girl did kind of, this is so controversial, brought it up. She kind of brought it upon herself. She was doing things that was wrong or socially unacceptable, and she kept doing things that people don't like. So of course people are not going to like her because she keeps doing things they don't like. And so she just gave me a whole new perspective of me making this girl like this innocent victim to maybe she did have problems too. And of course the ending was very tragic, but she was not innocent. And I remember that was the moment when I realized that I was very heavily influenced on how the story was worded, on who was telling the story, the reaction of everyone else who was hearing this the same time I was. And I was totally influenced by that because I did not see what my mom saw until my mom gave me a whole new perspective on it. And basically the painful truth. She gave me the painful truth that I probably didn't want to hear, was that this girl didn't do wrong things and she was not innocent. That happened in middle school. I remember that was one of the like big moments for me of being unbiased. I learned a lot from that. But yeah, that being influenced was such an easy thing. It's such an easy thing to happen that you don't even notice that it happened. Because that's what happened to me when I was hearing that story. I think that's why everyone's brainwashed, especially with social media. It's so easy because information spreads like wildfire. Everyone and anyone who has internet, a phone or a computer, or an iPad can be influenced of anything that could possibly be on there. I think that's why the whole BLM thing happened. Oh my gosh, can we talk about looting? Like when BLM was a huge thing in, I think, was it 2020 or 2021? I was living in LA at the time, the center of everything that was happening. And people were looting stores and stores were you could be driving through blocks and stores were boarded up. And then on those like covers that would cover the windows and stuff would write like, "We support BLM, we support whatever, blah blah blah." And I'm like, you're only saying this so you can save your own store, because people are going around looting, not for BLM, not for fighting racism, because like breaking into Nikes isn't gonna solve racism. Like, nobody was talking about how this was happening and how funny this was. It was like I was living in a movie. I mean, that's how my life has been in the last few years anyway, but nobody talks about these things. It was hilarious, the amount of looting that was happening. There was so I was living with my ex at the time, and he reposted on Facebook this video of this black man just like totally broken, and he was clearly so upset. He was saying like, why did you break my store? So basically what happened to this man was he owned his own store, which I can't remember what his store was, but it was just like burnt down to the ground basically. It was like broken into, it was just trash, and he lost everything he's ever worked for, and invested so much into it. Gosh, this TV is really scary and also very distracting.
Turn it down.
And it was this video was this man who was like angry and shouting and asking why, like, what did I do? And this was the rioters who were breaking into all these other stores in the name of fighting racism. I think it was like a BLM thing. I'm not sure, but he was just an innocent victim of looting. And my ex reposted this on Facebook saying how I don't even think he said anything. I think he just straight up reposted that video, which I hoped would give people like a new perspective of how looting literally doesn't do anything. And the mentality behind this looting was like, take down the rich, because apparently they owe us something, I guess.
But you know what was happening? It's so stupid, and they're destroying their own community stores. Like, what the hell? So stupid.
But that video, people were like for the riots because they're like, oh, Walmart won't lose anything from the looting. Like, Nike isn't gonna lose anything from the looting. Like they owe us this stuff. Like that was their mentality, and which was hilarious because they're like, we're not hurting anybody here. They won't be hurt because they have nothing to lose, which is totally a lie, because a lot of these stores are locally owned stores. Even if it's a McDonald's, it's
also
it's a chain,
employ
but it's owned by
people from their community
another
too.
family, like a person, not a millionaire, a regular person like me and you, just owning that store, running the business as an individual, trying to survive. It's just like us, not another millionaire. Just because the McDonald's name is a franchise doesn't make individual stores a millionaire owner. They were just hurting each other. They were hurting their own community. And how do they know that this store that they just looted is not owned by a black person? How do they know that?
Yes,
They don't,
dumb,
because that's
dude.
not the point. But that's their argument, like a lie that they tell themselves. Anyways, that whole thing was a joke.
Yeah, that whole BLM thing was a mess, man. It made no sense. It just made things worse and worse. And then the organization leaders are just getting rich off of the damn donations. Like, what the hell, dude? It just, man, it's just so disappointing. It's like, it's hurting the black community even more. It's messing it up.
How do they know that the store they just looted wasn't owned by a black person? They don't know that, and they don't care.
Yeah.
They just say that they do.
They say we were hurt, so we deserve all this stuff. And they're just like, what?
Oh yeah, but the whole Facebook video, I got distracted. That whole story, my point was, that video got taken down because Facebook took that video down and said, this is spreading of like misinformation. And so they took it down because it wasn't for what's the word? It wasn't the store that they were trying to sell, so they took that video down. At least that's what I got out of that notification. My ex was like, wow, this actually happened. Like, they literally brought down this video just because it's against what everybody wants to believe. Which everybody was for the riot, and this video was not. and so it got taken down. Like, since when was Facebook this involved?
I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. I think I got a taste of how people can be when this was like 2014, no, 2016, 17. I matters. Which makes it harder for those same Black people to get necessary things like food. Nobody talks about those things though. I mean, when there are people who sees why this is a problem, nobody likes it, reposts it, agrees with it because they don't want to believe it. Forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, that, man, 2020. Oh, man, that was a crazy year. And I know everyone's gonna say like, yeah, it was a crazy year, but like I don't think they understand. Because from my perspective and Oling, people who are on the opposite side, it was even crazier. And when I say the opposite side, like I don't know how to explain that. Like I guess yeah, politically a little bit, but too much far right leaning is also, it can be pretty toxic. Just like leaning too far left is toxic. I feel like everyone should just stay in the middle and individually listen to what the situation is and make a judgment there, because I don't know if I want to like say that, oh yeah, I'm left or I'm on the right. I think certain things make sense to me, and they could be a more left-leaning opinion, or it could be a more right-leaning opinion. It's yeah. No one's talking about how the whole overturning of Roe v. Wade is happening under Biden right now. And if it was happening while Trump was in office, they'd all be blaming Trump. Like, yeah, Trump, it's the reason why like women's rights are being taken away. It's Trump. But because it's happening under Biden, like everyone's saying it's not Biden who makes the decision. We can't blame him because he doesn't really get to decide everything. Like, oh. Yeah, but imagine if Trump was in office right now, he'd be the sole person held responsible for the overturning of Roe v. Wade. I know it. I stopped leaning hard left ages ago, but I could never go full right.
Dude,
either.
I'm exactly the same way. I'm like,
Yep.
I'm not really a political dude, right? But it's like when I see like dumb stuff happening here and there, it's like I'm only gonna support what's right, like specifically and individually or whatever we're talking about, you know. I'm not gonna just go all this side. There's gonna be things I don't agree with this side, you know, and things I'm not gonna agree with that side. So I'm very shut up. I'm very specific in how I view things. It's not a category I'm just gonna jump into, you know? So yeah, I think that's how everybody should think. But that's the freaking problem. People are just like, I'm this side, I'm on this side because blah, blah, blah. And then there's some dumb idea that's supported on this side. And they're like, yeah, I support that too. It's like, it's so stupid, man. It's mind-boggling to me. It's like, can't you think for yourself? Oh my God, man.
Yeah, they really can't. They really can't.
And it's sad because so many people are not like this anymore.
Maybe they never were, but we were too young to realize.
Yeah. And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Because we grew up in a world, like a time of technology. My grandma, my grandparents, my mom never had Facebook and Instagram and how quickly information spreads like we do.
Yeah.
They went off of books and word of mouth and actual life experience. So I don't know. Maybe we weren't always like this. I don't know. I'm just really disappointed in humanity. Like I just want to like swap brains. Well, I don't want their brain though. Like, give them a piece of my brain just for a second. Like, open your eyes just for 1 second. Like a breath of fresh air, you know? That's I don't know how to break them out of this mental oppression, like this jail. Like, they just cannot see what I see for some reason. Like, it's like a literal impossible thing. There's something in their brain that's stopping them from receiving certain information, and I don't know how to. I don't know what to do.
I got food. I'm so glad you came, man. Like, I did not expect this kind of stream, but it's like, I gotta get it out. Well, yeah, I'm glad.
Alright.
But I'm happy that there are people out there like you. Like, you just get it. It's logical. It's just common sense logic.
It's so simple, yet somehow it's not.
Like, I remember people used to say common sense isn't so common or something like that. Now that's even more true. It's less and less common. It's like, oh.
To lose my mind, feeling I can't talk to most of my Twitch friends and stuff like this. Oh yeah, I totally get you. That was me in 2020. I couldn't talk to anybody anymore. Nobody on Facebook, nobody on Instagram. Oh, Instagram was insane. People were reposting all these crazy things, and I had to do my best to hold myself back from responding to every single stupid reposts I would see. And if I barely reposted anything, but usually I'll write it in my own words. But I rarely even did that because people would not react nicely.
Man, these kind of conversations is making me really think like I should be more open to willing to talk about this stuff, because I don't mind, but based on what you guys are telling me, it's like it sounds even worse. Like, people are really pushing these stupid ideas. They are, like Rocky said, almost everyone that he saw on Twitch are too hard to laugh and pushing all these stupid ideas, like almost everybody, like on this platform.
That was Instagram too. I mean, Instagram was every single 90, I can't even say 99%, 100% of people on Instagram that I saw, hard left. And I had to stop going on my phone because every single time I touched my phone, I'd get really upset. This was usually happening during so many times when people were saying things about Trump that was actually true for Biden, when BLM was happening, and when Stop Asian Hate was happening, when the whole COVID thing was happening. Like, it would just cause me headaches because the frustration that I would feel, because it was the things that I was reading was so stupid that I was like, is this real? Am I seeing things right now? The things people were saying but couldn't back themselves up. Oh my gosh, it's
crazy.
crazy.
How many people are like, it's like this and that, and they say it so confidently, and you kind of say some opposing things, and they're like, no, it's not. It's like, okay, then tell me why. And they can't even do that. It's like, is nobody using their brains? Like, what the hell is going on here? It's crazy how everyone is blindly just following into these things, you know? I don't know, man.
If people aren't superficial, then they're quiet ones don't agree and they don't know how to speak up. Yes, because oh my gosh, like, there's nothing we can do if you disagree with them. Your whole life is at risk. Like, no, you have no one to back you up, for one. You only have yourself to back you up, and there's no reason to back yourself up because everyone who's listening is gonna think you're crazy anyway. Which I learned that the hard way, because I always try to have a discussion with people, and that just never works out. Whether I make sense or not, it doesn't matter, because if I disagree with them, I'm automatically crazy. There's no conversation to be had. So it's hard to speak up because if you're not agreeing with them, your opinion doesn't matter. You're just automatically canceled. So there's no, like, it's so frustrating. doesn't help either because they literally outline things like gender identities. One example, so it creates such a thin line with all of this. Oh, when I saw, okay, this is something nobody talks about. I think I may have expressed this with Odeng once. I was on Yelp trying to find restaurants in my area, and the first thing that popped up was black-owned stores. Did I mention this to you, Odeng? I don't know. You just keep eating. I don't want to bother you while you're eating, but that was so like, is this real right now? Like, we have a black-owned store section in Yelp. Like, now I'm supposed to pity black owners and be like, oh, here's my help. Like, here, I'll go to your store because you're black. Not because I like your food or your business is great, but because you're black. Like, that itself is racist. Or like racist. At least that's how I see it. And I don't know how this is not, but it was just blowing my mind. And if people's argument is because they're the minority, they don't get the support, because they're a minority. Okay, how about all the other minorities? Where's the Korean section? Where's the all the other section on the front page? Like, that's not what's going on here. Why are people trying to fix racism by pitying black people? Like, that's even more condescending. Like, if I like your food, I'll go there. I don't care if you're white or black or Asian or whatever. Like, if I like it, I'll go. I don't look up what race is the restaurant owner.
Dude, that reminds me of something. Like,
nobody does that.
You know how
Yeah.
they're like, everything has to be inclusive, even like jobs and stuff like that. I heard they're doing this all the time now. Like, oh, they're trying to make it a balance of different like background people and not really looking at what's that word? Their credentials and their skill level, their resume. They're more looking at oh, we're trying to be inclusive and hire this color, and it's just like, no, don't look at people. Look at the person who's the most capable at the job, not, oh, I want to make sure it has this shade and this. What are you? That's not how you make the best of whatever business or company you run.
Yeah. That reminds me. I remember when I was going to school, high school, and people were graduating and trying to get into colleges. I had a friend of a friend who, I lived in Hawaii. Most of us are Asian. Could not get into UCLA, which was her dream school, because she was Asian, and that they had enough Asians. Literally, apparently, on the paper it said, like, that it's because she was Asian. And they have enough Asians there, and they're trying to get other races in that school instead of looking at how qualified she was. And this is the first time I was hearing about this until like 3 years later down the line. So many of the same exact stories from other Asian people that I know. Even on social media, there's so many stories where they couldn't get into a school because they were Asian, because they wanted to give other races a chance. But like, are you looking at the qualifications? A mediocre to good student who is not Asian is more likely to get into this school rather than like overqualified Asian, and that was a problem. And nobody was talking about it. Only the Asian community was talking. This was a big deal between the Asian community. Like, all of my Asian friends, even people I don't know on social media, they were all knowing this, but there were only Asians who knew this, and no other races were talking about it, or they didn't even know about it. And maybe even if they did know about it, they agreed with what was happening, because I mean, yes, there is a lot of Asians in especially UCLA, but it's not because they're favoring Asians, it's because they're overqualified students. And that's not because Asian people are smarter or better in any way. I believe that there are a lot of overqualified Asian students only because of the culture. Like, Asian culture pushes education so hard, it's toxic. And this isn't in a good way. This is like, the parents will literally disown you and shame you for life if you get anything less than an A. Like, that's how hard the pressure is. They will kick you out of the house. Not after 18, but they will kick you out of the house at any age if you don't do good in school. Your entire family will shame you. Like, education is pushed so hard that if you're not a straight A student who's going to become a doctor or a lawyer, then you're nothing. You're trash. You're like might as well live in Skid Row, right? That's the mentality. And yes, it sounds stereotypical, but it's the truth. I'm not even exaggerating right now. Like, yeah, that's an actual stereotype of Asians being doctor or a lawyer. That's actually the truth.
Dude, we're
It's not
punished.
exaggerated.
We're punished since
It's
we're
not.
kids. Oh my god.
Yeah. As like there was a 13-year-old who took her own life recently in Korea because the pressure of the parents, the schooling, it was just too much. They go to school from what, like 9 a.m. up until like 11 p.m. That's what 13 years old. Are you insane? But anyways, that's the Asian culture. And because the culture is like this, of course, there's going to be a lot of overachieving students who are Asian, who are overqualified for these good prestigious colleges, only because they're this good at studying because of the pressure that they were raised into. It's not because Asians are smarter and better. It's because of the culture and the influence is very toxic. Talk to any Asian student who comes from a super like traditionally Asian family, they will tell you everything about it. And so these students work this hard. And then they can't get into this prestigious school because of their race. That I don't even know how that's even happening and how this is even legal, but it's been a thing for the last at least 5 years. They have no life. They say students only go home. Oh, I'm on the topic of how schooling system is in Korea. Students only go home to sleep, and then they go back to school. They eat at school. Some of them even sleep at school. Their whole life is from the moment you go to school to probably even college, maybe, I don't know. Even that's toxic. There's only like 3 prestigious colleges in all of Korea. At least I only know 3. There might be a few more, but there's not much, because if you count the entire country, if you don't make it to graduate from this specific number of prestigious colleges, your life is pretty much screwed. Like, it's determined you're not going to be successful, because when employers look at your resume, and they will only pick, not only, but most likely, of course, will only try to pick the best of the best. And it's hard to get a job being already good, because everyone is already the best of the best. Oh my gosh, I'm just like snowballing into topics here. So everybody in Korea is like, let's just say everybody is best of the best because of the way they're raised, the pressure. You go to school since you're like 11, from 9 a.m. to 10, 11 p.m. And that's your whole cycle. And then you graduate from this prestigious college, and this is like everybody. Now that everyone's already overqualified and already very good, like, what's the point? Like, who do we pick now? They pick the pretty ones. This is relevant to the plastic surgeries of Korea. Now that everyone's already promised, their skills are already promised, now they just pick the pretty ones.
Oh yeah, when you apply for jobs, you have to put a picture of yourself in the resumes.
Yeah. So I think this is
So
all just
stupid.
relevant. I mean, yeah. Anyways, that just I kind of like snowballed into this topic.
Korea is crazy with all the status and blah blah blah, and it's like that's your worth in Korea. And if you're not, then you're looked at as the bottom, like scum of the earth.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, more visual, pretty ones are more marketable and appealing. Yeah, because you're visually pleasing. So might as well. Why would you have an overqualified employer who's ugly if you can have an overqualified employer who's pretty?
Yeah, and it could be a job that has nothing to do with looks too. Just an office job. It's stupid.
Yeah. That's why the suicide rates are so incredibly high in Korea. And also why a lot of Asian students are so, quote, smart. It's not because they're actually smarter, it's because they work that much harder. Because their life is on the line, their family's on the line.
Yeah, and people be suiciding there like crazy. And they just hate living there.
breaks my heart that a 13-year-old ended their life. I remember when I was 13 years old and my whole life like was so at the time limited because all you know at 13 is your school friends and your parents and maybe some classes you might be good or bad at. Like that was my whole life. If I stopped my life at 13, I would never have experienced all the stuff I've experienced up until now that I'm in my 20s. Like this girl did not even get a chance to experience any of life before she took it away because to her all there is for in life for her was just schooling and education and just pressure. You're never enough. Get straight A's, well do more A's, like somehow go to extra school and get even more A's. Like it's insane how toxic it is, and this is all she knew, and this is all she will ever know, and it's so heartbreaking.
Did you tell them like in Korea after school it's not over? You have to go to all these after school programs nonstop.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Like these kids,
Whole night.
poor kids.
To 11 p.m. thing is like you go to school from actual school from 9 a.m. to like 3 p.m., 4 p.m. No, I think it stops at 8 p.m. actually. After school ends at 8 p.m. or like 7, 8 p.m., you go to another school called Hagwon. It's another individually owned studying schools. It's just we just call it Hagwon. But
It's almost like it's like a tutoring session kind of thing. Like you gotta study more, and they're gonna teach you like more other stuff. Sometimes they give you homework there too. It's like another secondary school program. It's stupid.
Oh, and it's so bad that they had to input a law in Korea, so they closed the schools past 10 or 11 p.m. 10 p.m. or something like that. They had to make a law because otherwise they will study until 2 a.m. And so you would think that law would make a difference, but even to this day, there are hagwons, a lot of them will just turn off all the lights at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. or whatever the law input the time to be, and the students will still be studying in the dark with a flashlight until 2 a.m. or whatever.
Sheesh.
Like there's just no stopping them. It's the whole mentality is so toxic.
Yeah. And if you're not following that kind of lifestyle, you're pretty much looked at as you're gonna fail in life. You're already your life is already over, and you're 12. You know.
You're promised F-word up, flip up. You're promised to flip up for life. You already know you're not going to succeed in life. Which is
It's
why
crazy.
the suicide rates are incredibly high. It's so bad in Korea, but I just want to explain why Asian people are so quote smart. It's not because they're actually physically.
It's kind of like they're
smarter.
forced to be like that.
You grow up in that environment. Of course, you're gonna study like your life depends on it because it does.
You know what's crazy? They do that in Korea, right? They brought that over to America too. So like when I was young, I had to go to this stuff too, like after school, and like
Hagwon?
yeah, hagwon stuff like every day, you know. And my parents wanted me to be a doctor or whatever, and then over time they realized I'm stupid, and like they realized I'm more good at creative stuff, and then they realized I'm good at drawing, you know. So they sent me to instead the art school program instead of a regular one, you know. And it did help because I ended up going to like a really big private art university. But it's like in school they wanted me to be good like academically, right? And I never got straight A's in my life. I don't know, I just couldn't do it. It's so hard for me. And then I remember one day I got straight B's. I was like, oh, that's like a straight A. I got my ass beat. My dad was like, look, Dad, I got straight B's. He's like, it's not straight A's. And boom, 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 beat up.
You know, the thing I love about, this generation is so messed up in its own way, but something I love about this past decade is the appreciation for art and all those things where if you're not good academically, like math, science, history, English, you were considered stupid and you're like apparently dumb. But I think in this decade, people are realizing that not what makes somebody like stupid or anything. Like you're good at different things, and I feel like for Odeng and even for me personally, we weren't very good at like math and English, history, science, but we're very very good at other things that maybe those students are not good at, like art, anything creative. Like for me, anything hands-on. It could be instruments, it could be like art, crafts, especially crafts. Like I've always been much above average in that
Field.
area.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to I don't have to put in effort, and I'm still better than the average student. And I was like, wow, like I always get compliments at my art class, my arts and crafts class, at my piano class. I've always been the top of my class, even if I don't take it seriously. But then all the other classes, to be fair, I wasn't trying my best either because I wasn't interested, but I was still not very good at it anyway, even when I did try. When I try, I get a B, maybe a C. If I'm like, okay, I'll do whatever. If I really, really, really try, then maybe a B. I've never gotten an A in my life when it comes to math, history, science, and English. Never.
We're disgraced.
Yeah, I got a B in science and I got a B in English. Only because the final project of the year was a project that has to do with crafts. So like for English, we had to make a poetry book. My poems sucked. It sucked booty holes. But my poetry book in itself was the most beautiful book in my whole grade. My teacher was like using my book as an example for everybody else. Like this is like here's an example. This is what you're supposed to do. And even for science, we were making like a submarine project. So of course it's hands-on, it's crafty. Of course I got an A on that. For math, I brought up my F to a C because we had to like make some geometrical shapes, and I made a T car. What is it? It's like a Model T. It's like the first car ever made, and I made it out of cardboard. It was very intricate, but it was a last minute thing. I just put it together at 5 a.m. the day it was due, and that brought my F to a C. Like, I was only good at those things. That didn't make me stupid just because I'm not good at those things. And it's the same for Odin. Like, you may not have been the greatest at like math, history, English, science, but like you can make amazing music, and you can do you. Odin had a full scholarship to a prestigious art school, and art schools are incredibly, insanely expensive. He got a full, what is it called?
Full ride.
All right. Full scholarship to it. Like that just proves you're not this useless like piece of trash that your parents wasted their whole life on because you're not a doctor or a lawyer. You don't belong in Skid Row just because you couldn't get straight A's. People are different, and we're good at different things.
And the sad thing is they just boil your worth down to, oh, are you good in school? That education is the only thing that they care about.
Yeah.
And when I was young, they would make me feel worse, like, oh, or when whatever, like my friend's son got into Berkeley, got into Stanford. How about you? Just like this kind of crap. They compare you too.
Yeah. And I was honestly never interested. Personally, I didn't care about how hard a rock is and how soft a rock is. Sedimentary rocks, how volcanoes explode. I didn't care because that has nothing to do with what I want to do in life. So even as a kid, like I didn't try in school, which mostly explains my horrible grades. And I only put in minimum effort so I don't fail the grade. But even then, like I didn't care for those things, and it was very frustrating, especially if I would try and I don't understand it. Math was like love and hate. If it made sense, it was super fun. If it didn't make sense, it was the most frustrating thing I've ever seen in my life. But I'm glad my mom always knew this. Luckily my mom is not a typical Asian parent. My mom is a lot more open-minded, more, I'd like to say American-minded, just because she was the first person to leave Korea in my family generation. But she knew that I was never interested in being a doctor and lawyer. She always saw my potential in art. I wish that she pushed me more, but in an art direction. But she never shamed me for not being like your ideal Asian child of getting straight A's and being the top of your class.
He said he saw
Oh,
Skid
Skid
Row.
Oh my
It's
gosh, when I
like,
first
oh
moved
my
to
god.
LA, I was going to a fashion school and it was like a mile away. And I didn't know LA, I didn't know California. It's my first time leaving Hawaii. And so I lived right next to like 3 blocks away from Skid Row. And my school was on the other end of Skid Row. And I didn't know what Skid Row was. I've only heard of it. I didn't know where it was or what it was or why everyone is warning me about it. And I would Google map the fastest route to my school and I walked because I didn't drive. And it would lead me straight to the middle, to the center of Skid Row. And I would be walking through Skid Row by myself with like my Coach shoes on. Luckily, I never got mugged or anything. But I was always wondering, like, how come no one's here? How come there's barely any cars, and how come it stinks so bad, and there's so many tents, and like, wow, that's a lot of homeless people.
And all the homeless people are walking around. It looks like zombies are everywhere.
Yeah, well, this was in the daytime, so they were all in their tents. So I'm like, wow, no one's here, and it's very stinky. Um, I did that for a whole month
That
until
smells
I
pretty
realized I
bad.
was walking through Skid Row by myself every day. And I started to take the longer route around it. But yeah, Skid Row's insane. Luckily, nothing happened to me. And my Coach shoes.
Yeah, LA has a crazy homeless problem.
Oh my gosh. During the pandemic, it looked like some LA looked like something out of a
Damn it.
apocalyptic video game. Um, there was like tents everywhere, even in the rich areas. There was starting to Skid Row was just like spreading, like it was like growing slowly, like bacteria. It was just growing and bigger, and the tents were just creeping into the more expensive areas. That's some street cred.
Hell yeah. I'll hang out with the crackheads.
Oh, I have like a pretty traumatizing story. I was walking around downtown with a roommate of mine at the time, and it was not Skid Row, but there was a corner where there was a lot of tents, and this was like 8 p.m. We just finished eating dinner, and we were waiting for an Uber at the side of the street, right next to like 3 giant blue tents in downtown LA. And at the tent right behind me, I started to hear a dog cry, and it wasn't just like a whimpering, it was like it was in pain, and I didn't know what to do, and I was losing my mind because there was nothing I could do. I'm not gonna like break into the tent and be like give me your dog or like steal the dog. I didn't know what to do. I can't fight, but this dog was crying, like it was screaming in pain, and I couldn't imagine what was happening to this dog. I don't know if they're like cutting it open. I don't know, but gosh, that was super traumatizing for me. I don't know what these homeless people are up to. But this one was hurting a dog, and it was so frustrating because there was nothing I could do. And yes, I had 2 male roommates or friends um, who were with me, but they didn't care to do anything. They're like, just leave it alone. And I guess that's the smart thing to do, but it was really hard listening to all of that.
Or dog.
Yeah.
LA's crazy, man. And the rent too. So expensive, oh my god.
Oh my god. I had a studio with minimal, what is it? Amenities. I had no laundry. I had no dishwasher. I had like the bare minimum. No, the elevator was broken half the time. Um, it was the laundromat was across the street. It was just the bare minimum of a home, 400 square feet studio, and it was $1,300 plus utilities. Ew, that's so gross. You just walked over the hand. But $1,300 by myself for a studio, and here I am in another state. I hope I don't slip up, but I'm in another state, and it's a two-bedroom. The two-bedroom apartment. I don't know how many square feet, but it has a dishwasher. It has AC, which my studio didn't have AC, by the way. This one has a fan, AC, central AC. It has a pool. Within the building, there's a pool. There's a laundry within the building. Great, and this is all for 1,600 for a two-bedroom. That's only $300 more than what I was paying for laundry within the building, a pool, AC, two rooms because I had a studio, two whole rooms, and a dishwasher
Yeah, I might have to go there one day.
and a balcony, two balconies at that, two bathrooms because there's two bedrooms. Oh my gosh, blew my mind. So I'm splitting a room with a roommate, and then the other room is occupied by another roommate. So I'm only paying like what, $400 a month. I went from $1,300 plus utilities a month to $400 a month.
That's
And that's
crazy.
rent is actually like what, 360, 70 plus utilities, so it's like 450 a month. Oh my gosh. Why is California so expensive? Now, I loved the opportunities of LA and the nightlife there because I'm still pretty young and I like to party. I just started to party in my life and I was like, I don't want to waste my youth working away because I kind of did that in my teenage years. So I want to live my life a little bit, at least in my 20s.
Hell yeah.
So LA was great for that, but holy doo-doo, it's so insanely expensive that it makes no sense.
It makes me want to get out of here too. But I don't know. Kind of have family obligation stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I could, but I gotta think about it. I've considered moving to the state you're at right now for many years. I've thought about it.
Oh my gosh, you're not gonna save that rat?
That's a rat? What is it?
It's stuck in a trap. But yeah,
Oh.
you should. I mean, I think you should, but also I am concerned about your mom and dad because you're like their personal. Oh, what's happening?
I'm eating the rat because I'm so hungry.
You're eating it?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I thought you were gonna save it. Well, at least you put it out of its misery.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean.
But yeah, your parents really need you, so I don't know how you're gonna ever leave California.
Unless they come with me. I don't think it's gonna
That's not how
happen.
you save someone, sir.
I sent him to rat heaven.
I was pretty shocked. It's like I said to save it, not eat it, but I guess that's one way to save it.
Yes, he's saved by a little Jesus in a like a rat version of Jesus. But yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like I've actually thought about it so much, moving there. You know, before you even went there.
This.
And it'll be cool because, you know, like you said, I mean, I've always known the rent is way cheaper there.
I think you're lagging.
Am I? Am I still lagging?
You're becoming a robot-y.
Oh, crap.
Not right now, not like immediately now, but you were.
Yeah, it goes back and forth. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The thing, yeah, it's only the. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's like I could go there, but the only problem is, you know, my parents, you know. Because, you know, like whatever I have to do, I could just take my laptop, you know, everything's there, you know, what I have to do for work. But, you know, sometimes I have to be there for my parents. Ugh, I don't know. Unless they could somehow get somebody to take, you know, watch them. I don't know. But I did think about maybe I could like maybe in the future move there and then just go back and forth to LA and that state. I don't freaking know. I've thought about it so many times, man. You there? Ooh, gotta run. Damn, why'd you guys make noise? Where'd I go? Where'd I go? Crap, where'd I go? Oh, shizzle.
Sorry, I was away.
Okay.
Take care of something.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I could move there if I wanted to, but it's... Crap. It's just, you know, my parents' situation.
Did you ever talk to your parents about possibly moving?
I didn't. But... what was I gonna say? I did think about in the past if I move there and, like, I go back and forth to LA. Why do I keep falling? I can't see like my position. Like if I could like go back and forth to LA, maybe save money. I don't know. Maybe I'll just.
I want to try visiting New York. At first, I was really put off by it because of all the how dirty I imagined it to be, but now I kind of want to see what it's like.
Oh, I've always wanted to visit New York. Just never got to.
You never been either?
Never. Maybe we'll go one day. We'll plan it out.
Yeah, I'm down.
We'll meet up in New York and talk in the New York accent. New York.
Dude, I pick up accents so quickly. I hope I don't pick their accent up though. It sounds really harsh.
I keep dying on this thing. Dude, how long has this stream been? Okay, it's been 2 hours. Oh, you have work tomorrow, huh?
Oh my gosh, I do.
Oh
I'm
my.
supposed to study my brunch menu because I brunch this week, but I didn't study that today because I was too busy building my mansion.
Mansion. Ah! I'm a terrible streamer. Like, I like playing games, but
you suck at it.
a lot of them I'm not that good. There's only a few that I'm really good at that everybody will be like, dang.
A lot of them or all of them?
No, a few of them that I'm pretty good at.
Which ones? I'd love to know.
Tekken. I'm so good at Tekken. I kick
Why is
everyone's
it that every
ass.
guy friends I have always sees they're good at like.
They think
either
they're
it's,
good, but they're not.
That's what all my guy friends say. All of them, without fail.
Trust me. No, all the guys that said that to you, they haven't mastered every single character in the game like me. I studied every single character, like their moves list and everything. I played it like religiously. Like if there was a PhD for Tekken, I had one.
Like,
I,
I have a friend in Hawaii. He's apparently like he fights in Smash Bros. What is it called? Competitively.
I suck at that game.
My ex really liked Mortal Kombat. One of my friends likes Street Fighter, and you like Tekken. Everyone likes to fight.
Yeah. I love fighting stuff.
I like Little Big Planet.
I used to love Counter-Strike when I was younger. Yeah, and Tekken, dude, you could come at me. I'm gonna tell anybody. You could come at me with any character. I could beat you up with the panda. It's game over. Oh, panda, kick your ass.
At the same time, I love the gameplay. I played Smash Bros a few times. It was fun, but
I keep falling
it was
off,
really hard.
and I die every time.
I feel like that's the number one challenge is to stay on the platform and then fight.
Dude,
I always like had the hardest time like attacking in the right direction. So if you're like left of me and I'm like I'm gonna punch you, I always punched right. Like I would always punch the opposite direction. It was the most frustrating thing ever. Rocket said he really hates Panda and Kuma.
I know. That's why I like using them against other people because everyone hates them too. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill you with them.
Let me piss you off.
I hate people who just use Eddie Gordo all the time, just spinning and breakdancing. I'm like, man, you don't even know what you're doing. Why do I keep
Oh my
falling?
gosh. Maybe changing camera angles might help.
Hold on, let me zoom in on my computer. Damn, it's Thursday already. I'm trying to think of what other games I used to love. Of course, I love GTA my whole life. I feel like I'm gonna fall. I need a key. Oh!
Oh, that's a really big fish back there.
I'm looking for a key, man.
Maybe it's like hanging off his hip.
Ah! I keep doing that. Oh my god. Climb, dude. Oh my lord. Oh, it keeps... Why does it keep... I'm not trying to pick up stuff. I'm trying to climb. Jesus Christ.
Is it a different button or does it do it automatically?
Okay, there we go. Oh, there's an opening up there. Man, we had some intense ass conversations tonight. I did not expect that. I got so fired up. While I'm dying to get more fired up, I'm like, ah! Whoa! My eyes are getting dry. Yeah, it was really had a really good well, all of us had a really great conversation today.
It was great to talk about it with someone else other than Odeng because
Yeah.
Odeng is the only other person I can talk about these things with.
Yeah, it's crazy how we just all kind of were on the same page about everything.
Should do those videos more often.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find more people who are like-minded.
Or maybe we'll have people who completely don't agree with us and then they want to like argue with us.
But that's the thing. Their argument is always only filled with insults, but never like fact. You know.
Yeah, they just attack
There's
you.
always like personal attacks, but never like an actual like a reason or explanation to their statement. So.
They think just by calling you out and saying something about you that it's because
insulting you.
Yeah, they think that's winning.
Like if we were gonna be doing a battle of insults, that's a whole different battle for me. But that's not what I'm trying to do, you know?
Hey Rocky, are you saying did you find other people that thought like us? Or I'm sure it was hard to find people like that. Because I'm wondering how rare it might be then.
If he's not on Facebook, it's like a needle in a
One other person,
haystack.
Okay.
Trying to find people like you two on Twitch. So I guess on Twitch it's even harder. Well, okay, I'm gonna assume it's because people on Twitch is probably of the younger generation. Because I can't imagine people who are born any later than like the 90s, maybe just the 80s, being on so far left. Because I was born in the 90s, and still some of my friends are very far left, but there are also a few who are might be more in the middle. But I think people in Twitch is probably younger, like they're probably born in 2000s. Yeah. And they're probably less popular. My roommate's friend brought me animal fries from In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
I prefer Taco Bell though, but I'll eat it anyway. A lot of them are super left-leaning. I feel like everyone I know is super left-leaning in person. I don't know a lot of people online.
My gosh, dude.
I feel like people who are left-leaning, from my experience of not arguing, but trying to hold a conversation with them, they their arguments, they don't even have arguments, what am I saying? Like their statements and beliefs are everything that sounds good. But it just doesn't work. But because it sounds beautiful, they support it. You know, I like to believe that people on the left and people on the right, for the most part, are all on the same team. We want the same things, but have just the only difference is that we have different solutions to them, but we're all on the same team. Just a different approach to solving it. But I just don't like that they separate the left and right, point fingers at each other like you're racist or you're against blah blah blah, you're evil, you're all these horrible things when I look at it, for the most part, they're both fighting for the same thing, just a different approach. Clearly don't think deep about it though. Yeah. Like everything they say sounds good, but I mean, they just don't work. Or they're not realistic. Or it's like, it's not fully planned out or thought through. When I'm being called all these things by people I've spoken to, like I'm being called racist or conspiracy theorist. That one was a funny one. Whatever they're calling me, I'm like, we're literally, or at least I am agreeing with them. Like, I'm literally agreeing with you. I just have a different idea on how to solve that. But they're starting to call me all these names, and I'm like, why are you calling me this when I'm agreeing with you? The amount of times that's happened. Or actually, they'll be agreeing with me. This happens too, where they agree with me. But they don't want to admit that they are, or they don't see that we're literally on the same team. For the left for being so idealistic, but they're too idealistic most times. Yeah. Yep, that's pretty much what the left is.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, the problem with the left too is it's all too much about emotions. I feel this way. I don't like this, that, this.
Yeah,
it's like
it is
at-
very emotional.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, where are your damn like logical facts? You know? Oh,
Yeah.
but I feel.
And if they don't like what you're saying, they'll just give you slurs. Because that's how they feel. Because they feel that you're whatever slur they're yelling at you. Oh my gosh.
Where's the key, dude?
Did you check the big guy's like waist?
I don't know how to do that.
Probably around him. Did you look at the monster? I feel like he's probably around his waist, because in the movies, the keys are always dangling like on their waist.
You might be right. I feel the exact same way. I always looked at the right as wrong, and they're this and that. They're the racists. They're the ones with the problems. I always thought that. And all of a sudden, I agree with them more than the left. And I never saw that coming, to be honest. The left is a damn circus now. What the hell, dude?
I was never into politics, and I'd like to still say that I'm not, but I feel like I'm too deep into it because it's affecting my life, and it has been so strongly in the last few years that I can't say that I don't care for politics anymore. But I never really understood it until 2020. But I first learned about like Democrats and Republicans when I was in like elementary school. It was like an elephant and a donkey.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
understand it. I didn't understand it at the time. And for the longest time, I still didn't know the difference between the two. I just didn't know what politics even meant. Because I was so young. But they were teaching this in school. I was confused, and at the end of the lesson, I came up to the teacher and I asked her, "So, Democrats are the donkeys, right? And the Republicans are the elephants. Um, so what I got out of the lesson, I nothing. I don't understand what any of this meant. I don't get it. Like, are these groups of people? Like the elephant is a mascot, and then it's like a group of people. I mean, it technically is, but it's more like a mentality. But I just couldn't really know. I didn't know what politics meant or what any of this was. And the teacher summed it up to me by saying that basically the donkeys are the good people and the elephants are the bad people. And as a child, I'm sitting there like, oh, okay, what makes them bad? Like, why are the elephants bad? And I didn't ask her that, but in my head, I just went home confused because I'm like, okay, now I understand that the elephants, like the Republicans, are bad. The Democrats are good. I didn't know what made them good or bad though. But that's something that stuck with me for the longest time until I hit my 20s, started to understand politics a little bit more, and then now I know the difference between the two, and I still don't know why my teacher said that to me. But that's the only like politics I've ever learned in my life. The rest I had to like search on my own.
Dude, I'm stuck here forever.
Did you check the guy what he's wearing? Is the keys on him?
Ah!
Did you check the guy?
I think I have to do it when he's asleep or something.
But was it on him?
No, because he walked out and I was hiding when he got out of bed. Hold on, I'm gonna try it again. Ow!
Do you have keys yet?
No. I gotta go here, I think. Oops. There's a guy sleeping here.
What is that? What his head? It's like a ball sack.
That's what I was thinking.
Do you hear that? I swear the keys are on this guy. Oh my
Where?
gosh. Oh, I thought I heard like something.
No,
like,
he pulled the lever for the light to turn it
oh,
on.
that's
Yeah.
Oh, you know what he looks like?
What?
What's that scary movie? A horror movie where there's two brothers that wear skin and it looks just like this guy. And they're like really hard to kill for some reason.
I don't even know.
At the end, they get like run over by a car or something. It's like two brothers.
Man, what time is it? Oof. My dog is with me.
Oh, hi, Howie.
Howie. You annoying ass dog. Let's try this again. I'm so stuck, I had to look up a YouTube video.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Where the hell is the damn key?
The YouTube video didn't tell you where to find it?
In the YouTube video, I see him pick up the ball and then he gets the key. But I just picked up the ball. There's no damn key here. Oh! Where is the key, man?
Look.
I just can't find it.
Maybe you gotta follow him.
No, I'm gonna look up another video. Because in this video, he got us somewhere there, but... Ugh, it's confusing. Hold on, I'm gonna look up another video. I'm stressing out! Ah! Energy is going down a little bit for me.
Already 2 a.m. for me. A little
Yeah.
bit. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I didn't study the brunch menu. And I
Well,
ate fries. I was supposed to be healthy today.
hopefully you could study it tomorrow. Oh, did we get a new follower? How do I check? Oh, thank you for following Luffy Plays.
Please.
Yeah.
I love that shark. Hello, Luffy.
And of course, thank you, Rocky, for following too.
Right now, Oding is looking up a video on how to find the keys because we've been walking around for at least an hour looking for the keys.
I'm
But he's
so
been
stuck.
walking around.
I'm stressing out, man.
He's just looking at the fire.
I don't get it, man. Okay, hold
I feel like
on.
you should just follow the guy. Maybe he'll reach for the keys eventually. I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out how to find the keys, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Luffy. Where are you from? I like to get to know the viewers. My name is... Oh, dang. Oh, it's there.
Okay, so you know how things are moving around in this game? I think that means that you guys are on water. Like maybe you guys are living on a boat or something?
Could be. I'm so dumb. It was up here somewhere. I'm so tired of this game.
North America.
North America here too. USA, USA.
Oh, you're gonna get canceled for that.
Yeah, I'm too patriotic.
Are you saying you're proud?
I'm a proud American.
How dare you?
Let's make America great again.
Cancel. Hashtag cancel Odeng. And hashtag cancel Ducky for being associated with Odeng.
You're supposed to be a true American that hates America.
Oh, and hashtag cancel Rocky too for talking to them.
How dare you?
Just looking for now.
Sorry guys, I'm
see.
terrible at this game. I don't even know how people are watching me. I'm always playing, and I'm very thankful for people who watch me play terribly.
If they know how to play this game, they must have been like dying of frustrations. They're like,
Yeah.
it's right there. Just go right there.
Ah!
I want to see.
I know where the key is. Dude, I was doing this for the past hour.
I'm eating animal fries and What? Looking at that monster just made me lose my appetite.
It's right there. Got the key.
Oh my gosh, it's literally right there.
Hurry up before they come back. Ah!
Imagine they reach for the keys and they grab you instead. And then you have to act like you're the new keychain.
I don't want to get killed. I heard a door.
Is this the end of the game? If you open the door? Or is this just...
No. You have to do it to pass certain areas.
Oh.
Mommy! My God. Yeah, I did notice things are swinging back and forth.
You didn't notice? But you said the ball was moving on its own. Remember?
Yeah, but I didn't think about it being on a boat. I was just not sure. I thought it was like supernatural beings.
Oh. I mean, I would feel that way too, but though only if the camera is more steady, but the camera is also like really shaky, which makes me it looks like there's literally gravity swings happening. So I just assumed that they're on a boat.
And sorry for the choppy stream. One day I'll get a good computer.
One day. Today's not the day.
Ooh,
Neither is tomorrow. What is that?
one of the gnomes is hiding in it.
Enom?
Should I hide?
Chanom?
이놈 저놈 이 미친놈.
God. Oh my god. What if we watch this gnome get eaten? It was just gonna like open the can,
I'm
open the
scared.
jar, and just like eat it.
Oh
Oh my god, oh my god.
I'm like so scared right now. Every sound is like scaring me. Man, he's so ugly.
I know. I wonder what happened to that guy. Like
What?
he could use some lotion.
Oh, I said he. I didn't even ask him his pronouns.
Oh my gosh, forgive me. I'm so sorry. Please don't cancel me. It. They. I meant they.
I need to get out of here. Yes, I did it. Finally.
Yeah.
Woo. Do I need to carry this damn lock around? No.
Can you do it?
Oh, I hear him coming. Stop
Oh
picking
my
up
God.
stuff.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Come on.
Oh my god. Just hide. Just hide.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is he that heavy where the whole boat just like shifts to a side? No?
Is he coming? I hear him
I
coming.
don't know. Is the footsteps getting louder? Why is there so many, like so much meat?
I don't know.
It's like a butcher shop, maybe.
I know you're like a vegan. Oh, I know where to go. Come on.
What if this is like just a butcher shop and being a menace? Like a little roach running around the store eating trash. And and actually this isn't your nightmare, but their nightmare.
Oh,
What the heck?
it's like a little elevator.
Oh my gosh, is that a head? A severed head?
No,
Those,
I don't know.
that kind of meat isn't that shape, except for a human. Oh my god, that's actually disgusting.
Oi!
Oh!
It's bread. This is bread,
Oh,
I think.
no, I really don't think it is.
Has anyone that's watching played this game before?
Oh! Can you reach it just by jumping from here?
Is that? I think that's something right there. Oh, well, stupid. Why do they put all this stuff and confuse you?
I think that's the point. To make you so like frustrated and question yourself. It's like trolling you. Juju. It's a laundry room?
I think it's some kind of machine thing. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Try climbing the back step. I don't know. Wait, that kind of looks like a trap door.
Yeah, maybe if I put more stuff on it.
Yeah.
Ah!
You try jumping. Oh, maybe you're supposed to unhook some of them too?
Another one. Push it.
What?
It is meat. I hear like fleshy sounds like.
They look like severed bald heads. Try jumping. It doesn't work. In the other game you were playing, jumping solved everything.
Hold on, I think I know what to do. Go back here. And then, or maybe there's some kind of controlling thing. Oh, there's a lever. Okay. You.
Yeah, I heard that. That was nasty.
Yeah, it sounded like. Never mind. Making sausages.
Oh, it's like survival food for you.
Oh, I see. I know. I'm supposed to swing on that thing.
So you'd eat a rat, but not a sausage.
I would eat a sausage. Give me a hot dog bun and I'll make a hot dog. And some ketchup. Viewers, what's the time for you guys? It's just midnight here. Is it? Yeah, 12:15. Ah! Let's see, gotta explore.
I wonder where everybody like found us. Where did everybody find room 9?
I need a damn
Well,
key.
we know where Rocky found us from.
Yeah.
Do people usually like find channels through?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know, because when I see that we did streams, right? You see that like people watched our streams.
I have to go have fun playing Little Nightmares. It's 3
All right,
a.m.
good night,
for
Luffy.
Sicilian. See
Get
you
some sleep.
later.
We'll see you around. We might actually go sleep soon too.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. for me. It's about like midnight for you.
Yep. Wow!
Hopefully we see Luffy another time. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Every time he grabs me, he farts. Bark. That's the scariest
Does he
part,
just like choke you?
I guess. Oh yeah, so I was gonna say, I don't know how people find us. Like, I wake up the next day and then our past streams are getting all these views or whatever. And I'm just like, how does that work? I just don't know. Like, I just go up and stream and then I don't know how people do this.
Hide.
Okay, I gotta pull it and I just start running. I should do that.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when you look for a game, you could like favorite it or something, and then whenever and I think it recommends people to that specific game or someone who's streaming it, I think. Ah!
This one. Yeah, I think they're just like unfortunately ugly looking creatures, I guess. But they seem to just be working their jobs. I don't think they would have captured you for eating because you have no meat on your body.
Ah! Ah!
Oh my gosh, you should imagine you right now playing. You're behaving a lot like a mouse.
Oh yeah.
And then these people are actual like people.
This is like the life of a mouse.
Yeah. And all this meat and stuff is just what people eat. I mean people eat pork and stuff. Fish. And you're just a mouse. And they try their best to kill you because you're like a menace, you know?
Yeah,
Eating.
I am like a mouse, now that I think about it.
Yeah. Okay, that looks like brains. But whose brain is that big? There's no technique in his cut. It's just chopping the same thing over and over again. Oh,
The hell?
oh, he uses it as cologne. Is that face a mask or is that actually him? Chopping the same thing. Chopping the board.
Quite a fucking dumbo.
Damn it! Oh yeah, there's a key I'm supposed to get. You see it?
Forgot my mic. No, I did not see it.
On the table. There's a key.
Oh, I do. Maybe you should hide like on the other side if there's a hiding spot.
So
Or just
remember
under the table.
when I turned on the machine, he ran to the other room. I gotta distract him like that.
Yeah, I think that guy is inspired by the leather bros. I don't know.
Come on, go!
You bonked your head. Go.
Ugh.
Dang. I wanna learn how to play the piano.
Oh, you wanna learn how to play the
know.
piano?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of already learned as a kid, so I feel like it'll be a really quick memory refresher for me to take lessons.
I'll give you some tips if you need any help.
I just want to take lessons, but do you know any teachers?
I hear him. I don't know any teachers. I haven't learned piano in like 10 years. I just learned how to do the basics and then I just went off on my own.
Can you read sheet music?
Yeah.
You can?
Mm-hmm. I know how to write it too.
I can. I wish I learned. Can you just read it and it's like easy, natural for you?
I can't do it quick though. I need more practice for that.
You could pick up another instrument. What did you say you'd do? Guitar?
Yeah, I wanted to do guitar.
Do the bass.
Yeah, I used to play that too a long time ago. I wished I kept studying the guitar though. Cause like,
Now the better.
Hmm?
The more you know, the better. I think now that you're pretty good with the piano, you can now do other things.
I have
Never too late.
I have a $800 guitar I bought and I stopped playing it.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, it's at my parents' home. I should, huh?
You should.
Where am I supposed to freaking go? Oh, a climb.
Ouch. I ripped my lip.
Don't make it bloody.
Is that really how the drain looks? Because that's nasty. I thought drains went straight down because water, you know, the water flow. But if it goes sideways like that, the water would just.
I don't even think this is a drain thing. Is it? Oh, it is. Ew, what's...
Oh, dishes.
Oh. Wait, I should go down here.
Yeah, like a mouse, right?
Ah, crap. Gotta go up there. I'm scared. I can't get out. Oh, I have to go here. Shizzle. Goddamn. Oh! This thing is so ugly.
Like, I gotta look at it more. It's kind of cute. I gotta go. It's like 2:30 now.
Okay.
It was a super chill stream. Solid conversations, and it was really, really fun talking to you, Rocky.
Yeah, we had a great time. It was a very fun stream. A lot of good conversations. We'll be back. Yeah.
Probably Saturday for me, at least.
Oh, when's your off
Wait.
day?
Sunday night, because I'll be working morning shift on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
maybe Friday night too, because I don't close that day, but we'll see. Friday and Sunday, Saturday.
Okay.
Maybe.
I have time to do solo streams too, so we'll have multiple times to stream. Sometimes I'll go solo, and then she'll come back too, and then we'll do it together. So yeah, it's gonna be, because we took a break from streaming and now we're like back on and we're doing it a lot. So yeah, we'll be back. All right, guys, I'm probably gonna sleep. I'm really tired. It was a
you're
great
logging
time.
in?
Yeah, I gotta wake up too, and my eyes are so dead. Oh.
I gotta pee.
Okay, guys, have a good night, great day, wherever you guys are.
We'll see you guys another time.
Bye.
Bye.